So tomorrow, Donald Trump apparently is going to be arraigned in New York City. That's without precedent in American history. No leading presidential candidate, no former president has ever been indicted for any crime. But, of course, the idea of investigating politicians on flimsy legal grounds is not a new thing. And it's been long enough that we can admit, honestly, it seemed to have happened to Bill Clinton. That was gross, an offense against his wife. Was it really a crime? Probably not, certainly not by current standards. But Republicans said it was, and that backfired spectacularly on them. So some have wondered what this is really about. Will the indictment of Trump by Alvin Bragg backfire on the Biden administration and the Democratic Party? Craig Keshishian is a former Reagan White House pollster and strategist. He's thought a lot about this and seen the numbers. He joins us tonight. Craig, thanks so much for coming on. So it does seem like Donald Trump's poll numbers have risen ever since August, when his home was raided by the FBI and his wife's underwear drawers overturned. And this seems to have accelerated it. Are you certain a connection?
There is indeed. There's a nexus between Americans that are bullied by the government and increase in popularity. We saw that quite clearly, quite succinctly with the Clinton case. Clinton was really on the rocks for a good chunk of that presidency. And then when the Republicans started to gang up on him, it actually worked to his benefit in the end. Likewise, when Joe McCarthy back in the 50s started beating up on other Americans, Democrats started to surge. So we're seeing this as an exemplar of that general theory. Americans don't mind bullies, but they do not like to be bullied. Therein lies the difference. And Trump is now the beneficiary of that. The key thing here is that PR for Trump is like oxygen to a fire. So they may have given him the kiss of life. And we're seeing this in polling numbers conducted by my dear colleagues, Robert Cahaly and Matt Towery, where there's been a de facto and de jure surge in Republican respondents who now sympathize with Trump in wake of this indictment. 50% feel more strongly attracted to Trump and sympathetic to him than they did before. And what's even more striking, and I looked at those numbers as one of Reagan's former pollsters, Tucker, they're bona fide. The numbers of respondents are high. It's a legitimate, those are two legitimate polls. Frankly, what stunned me the most about it were Republican women who are rallying around Trump as we speak. So the Democrats better be careful. They may get something if they really want it bad enough, and I fear for them that there could be some sort of backlash in the making here.
If they silence the Republican Party's leading presidential candidate, I think it's not good for the country, I would say. Craig, thank you
not good at all.
for your.
You're welcome, Tucker, and thank you for having me back.
Insight gained over many years. Subscribe to the Fox News YouTube channel to catch our nightly opens, stories that are changing the world and changing your life. From Tucker Carlson tonight.